Nice soda. Alright guys, we just knocked the tree down. We're up here in Redfield today, and we're going to be putting in a foundation for a 16 by 32-ish place to stick my little garage, basically. Want to call it a big garage or a little shed, either one. This is going to cut this stump off. Try to stay back out of the dirt a little bit with it. Want me to grab it first? Not that far back. No. Let me pick it up. I can pick it up. So what we're gonna do here, guys, is bring this hole back up and lifts so that we don't have a sinkhole under our foundation. Now where that limb comes off of there, cut that off. Okay guys, we're just kind of laying out where we want the building. I want it kind of even with the driveway that's already there. And I don't know if I want to slide it back or not. I kind of wanted to turn and come in the end of it, so that might be the place to put it right there. That might be where we want it, right there. We got it within a couple inches with the bony gravel, guys. Now we're just running Big Thumper on there to knock everything down of big rocks. We picked a bunch of big rocks out too. Now we're just gonna flatten it, and then we got some item 4 gravel, 3/4 minus. Got a ton of fines in it. Two piles over there, 2 dump trailer loads. I got one on the dump trailer right now, so we're going to take that nice material once we're done tamping, and we're going to spread that around and get that right where we want it as far as flatness. Those paint lines represent our foam board. Our foam board is actually going to be 2 feet bigger than the whole foundation. We're doing like a frost protected reverse monoslab. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to build it from the bottom up. We're going to lay our foam, put our boards around, and add our material in the middle to build up our center. So we're not pouring it the whole thing 10 inches thick. That's how we're doing it today. Okay guys, we got our gravel in. Now we're going to put our 6mm vapor barrier down. That's our next step. We spread that out, and that's a 20-foot roll. So our foam is going to be 20 wide, 36 deep going that way, 20 this way, 36 that way. And so that'll come out nice. That'll be nice even sheets. Won't have any waste. I think we'll need like 22.5 sheets or something like that, I figured out. So it'll be just the right width. We got some paint lines on the ground there. There's our foam board. Got it all down. We got a half sheet left. That worked out good. Now we're gonna pile material up on the middle. Put some gravel in the middle to hold the foam down. And that's gonna be how we build our reverse mono slab here. Started to rain again. Alright guys, we are burying our foam with this item 4 gravel. We're shooting for a 5.5 to 6 inch slab in the middle, and like a foot thick around the edge, 10 inches to a foot around the edge. So now I got the trailer right behind me here. I'm just scooping right out of the trailer. But we're gonna have to use the Brentwood now. Chris is bringing the Brentwood over. We're just gonna dump it in the Brentwood. Fill it in. That's how we do it. There's where we're at. We got it pretty flat. End up backing the dump trailer up and shoveling a lot out of there, but we're going to try to tamp it and see what happens with the big guy here. See if it totally messes it up. Not bad. It's tamping nice. There's no dirt in this stuff. It's all rock. There's like no gravel or sand or nothing. It's just crushed rock. So they take big rocks like these, the brown ones, and they just smash them up, and they got, you know, the dust in there, and they smash them down to about 1 inch minus, 1 inch to 3/4. There's 1 inchers in there, a lot of 3/4. Okay guys, we're about to head out of here. We got it halfway decent here. We got the forms up, got some gravel in. We do need to put a little more gravel in, but on my way up with another load of gravel, I broke my dump trailer. So bummer there, but it's getting fixed. So, but this is gonna have a curb on it. This slab's gonna be down. The slab is gonna be at this height right here. It's like 12 inches thick most places, 12, 13 inches. You see the gap here. It's like 10 over in this corner, but we could put a little more gravel in the bottom of it over the foam, but that's where we ended up staking it up to the highest point. So the slab will be like 12 inches thick around the edge. This is gonna be a curb of 8 inches high. I'm gonna make it 8 inches wide down here. So we gotta put our inner board in there. That's what we're gonna do next time we come, but we actually gotta go get a driveway ready to pour tomorrow morning, because it finally stopped raining. So we got to tamp the driveway, and we're going to pour that tomorrow morning. And then maybe we'll scoop back up here and work on this. All right guys, we're back up here in Redfield. Me and the boys and Rotor. We are just fine tuning this gravel a little bit as it dried out today. We're going to tamp it with our small tamper. So we just want to make sure our grade is what we want. My dump trailer broke, so I got a little bit of gravel on the flat trailer right now. We're gonna put that in there and get it tuned up with what we want. Maybe make that haunch a little narrower. That doesn't need to be so wide. That's what we're gonna do. Then we're gonna build our curb too. So I'll show you what she looks like as we go here. Stay tuned. Alright guys, we are putting a string line around this bad boy. We've got a bunch of 4-foot 2x4 kickers, and we just strung line the inside of that. And now we're gonna drive stakes like this into the end of these with a screw in the end of them. See, there's a screw in there. We already did these two and these two, and make sure that's nice and straight so the concrete doesn't push it out. And we're going to go right down through every one of these and put a stake at the end of it and kind of keep an eye on that string line. And then I got some gravel coming. I'm going to pile some gravel up in between here. But we don't want to put so much gravel in here that it starts to push the board in, because there's nothing holding the board from going in. So I'll just kind of spritz with some gravel when it comes along, cover this foam up, and put a little bit on top of these boards to keep everything from moving. Same thing along the back of here. And that's how we're going to do it. We narrowed up our haunch just a touch with that gravel. Just re-tamped it with a little tamper, because we only had to tamp like the top inch. My little buddy Rotor's here helping. Hey Bob, sit. Bob, good boy. Yes, he's a good boy, ain't he? He's my little helper. All right, that's that. Okay guys, we got all our rebars in. We used some of the Dura ladder wire, stabbed it into the foam to hold our rebar up. Worked really good. See how we used it? It worked really good. We just left legs long and stuck them into the foam. We put a bunch of rebar in here, bent them around the corners and the top. So this is our curb area. I'm gonna stick some bricks or something under that rebar when I come back. Now we're gonna build our inner form. It's gonna be another 2x8, 8 inches in here, and that floor is going to be down here and our curb's going to be up here. And then we'll have some, we got some wooden stakes that my buddy made me on his sawmill. And we're going to stake that board in there. That's how we're going to do it. I'll show you what that looks like on our next phase here. That's how we're going to do it. Right, Ro? Hey, buddy, that's what we're going to do. I don't think this thing's going to move anywhere. I get a little gravel around it. She's going to be rock solid. Okay, guys, we are putting in our wooden stakes now. Putting them every 4 feet. I got a string line to kind of keep them where we want them. We're driving them down through the foam to our string line. That's the name of the game out there.
These are way better than those pine ones.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Greg for making us some good steaks.
Yeah, thanks, Greg.
Thanks, Greg. The pine ones would have broke that you buy at the box store. These are made out of ash, hardwood. So they're driving in nice. Alright guys, I'm going to show you how to make some rebar holders. I'm going to measure 3.5, 7, 10.5, 14, 17.5, and 21. I'm going to drill some 3/4 inch holes in between each one. That's going to make 2, 4, 6 rebar holders. So take a 3/4 inch bit, go right straight through it. Try to get it somewhat straight. I'm going to cut right in between there and on every line with the skill saw. There they are. 2, 4, 6. I'm going to go put them in. I'll show you what they look like. We're putting some gravel around here today, guys. That's what I'm doing. I got 2 dump trucks just pulled in with some gravel. We're filling it in because this has got to get filled in right to the top of that board right there. So that's what we're doing. I'm not going to put a bunch of dirt up against there, just a little bit on the bottom board just to hold the concrete. I'm not going to backfill a ton on there because it'll push it in, and I got a lot of kickers on there. So we're going to back this truck right in, try to dump one right over here. We can get them in here. That's the game plan. All right, guys, got my foundation ready. Here she is in all its glory. I even put radiant heat in there, as you can see. I made up those rebar holders out of pipe. I ended up cutting slots both directions with a grinder to get, I wanted to get it down a little bit further so my tubing's not so close to the surface. That's how we did our anchor bolt. There's a nut underneath there that I'll try to pull out during the pour. So there's a nut on the bottom side, and then there's a washer and a nut, and that'll hold it in place until the concrete's poured. And then we'll be able to take these top nut off and hopefully get some pliers and dig the bottom nut out and then just float around it if we got time. Yeah. It's got 2 rebars in the edge. It's got one here for the footer area. It's pretty much 5.5 to 6 inches thick in the middle. It is about 18 to 20 inches deep on the edge. And you've seen all the foam that's underneath it, so it's all frost protected, and that way we can heat it and won't lose a lot of heat to the ground. But I'm out of here. I just laid all this tubing by myself and it was not super fun, let me tell you. My back is killing me. I think I'm gonna put the blue tarp over it so that all these leaves don't go in here. I've been blowing leaves out of it all day and they're starting to accumulate again, but there she is. I'll show you when we pour it. Well guys, here's the job. I got it all covered up so that it wasn't full of leaves, which you can see that was a good move, and it's got a bunch of water that it caught, so I'm glad I did that so I could get the water out of here and it won't be tons of water in here. I'm sure there's a little bit, but we can get a lot of it out. I put rocks on it to hold the tarp down. But the boys are coming. They should be here about 9:30. So it's a little after 9 right now, so I got the excavator warming up so I can move it. It's gonna get all this water off of here. Well guys, the tarp did its job. Took all the leaves, pretty much all the leaves out of it. And a lot of the water, took a lot of the water out of it too. Everything looks like it's holding up good. I'm gonna move that excavator. But this is what she looks like. It comes out, it's probably like, realistically, it's probably 13.5 yards. I ordered 15 just because these mono slabs are pretty difficult to figure, and I do not want to run out of concrete up here in Redfield. I'm over an hour from the plant, so do not want that to happen. So I want this to turn out really good, whether it's mine or anybody else's. Obviously I like to put out a good product, so this being mine, I really want it to look super nice. And that's it. I'll move the excavator. The boys should be rolling in. It's like 9:15 right now. The concrete plant already called me. I owed these forms, so they should strip off pretty good. I just rolled some brand new motor oil on this board and this top board, not the bottom board, because that's going to be underground. That's going to be buried from there down. But that was how she's going to be. And nice thing is that all the leaves are wet, so they're not going to blow when the wind picks up. It's not going to blow leaves all over the place, which is a problem in the fall. So with it being wet, I don't think we're going to have to deal with leaves today. So stay tuned. We'll get this poured out in a little bit. It's pretty cold up here too, so it's going to take a while to dry today. I could see my breath. So she's cold. Here comes the mud. Sean coming in hot. Gonna back him in. Your Mike's right behind him. Whoop whoop. Circle T, baby. Circle T coming in hot for the job. We're gonna get this poured out. Sean is the man today with the conveyor truck. Morning, buddy. Nice hoodie. Love it. Love it. We got this conveyor, guys, gonna make place in this really nice today. We got 10 yards on this conveyor. It's 4,000 pound low air concrete. It's got a little bit of air entrainment in it. So this building will be able to freeze and thaw. Say hi to Rowan. There we go. A little chilly up here in Redfield. Ooh, damn, I can see my breath. Roll down. Yeah, they're nice, huh? They'll fill up with concrete too. That's what I like about them. Those rebar chairs. I never seen that done before. I just thought of it one day. Just to hold that rebar up a little bit while we pour. Should be nice. But yeah, back to this curb. We've never done these curb like this before, so we're gonna fill up the edges first in the curb to maybe get the concrete out to about here all the way around. Get that filled in first so that the first truck is inside there, and that'll kind of dry up first. And like I said, I oiled all these. The oil's kind of stayed pretty good just because I covered everything. So I just rolled it on with a roller. Comes Sean backing in. That's that. Stay tuned, guys. I'll show you how this is gonna work. I'm really excited to get this done. It's nice when you can do your own stuff once in a while. Doesn't happen often for me. Too busy helping out everybody else. Alright guys, going real good so far. We got our curb filled up to right there. We got wet pads in the sides. Mike and Chris are just gonna screed that off. We got the first truck's empty, Sean with the conveyor. Big Robbie just pulled in. He's got 5 yards. Looks like we're gonna have enough mud. We're definitely gonna have enough mud. That's good. That's one of my worries, obviously, making sure we had enough concrete. Well, it's looking good. Everything's holding. None of the farms have moved, so I think we're in good shape. Stay with us.
For like an hour.
little buddy. Look at my little buddy over here. Bro. He's soaked. He's soaked. Little buddy Ro is soaked. Well, guys, we had enough concrete. Sean had 9 on, so it looked like he didn't get as far. Well, that's why he only had 9 on his truck. But we are filled in. I got a nice pile for if we need it to fill the holes where the stakes are. Mike's just bull floating it up for us here. Went really smooth. We knew it would go smooth. Okay guys, first thing we're doing is taking these anchor bolts, the nuts off the top of the anchor bolts, and we're edging what we can. Just getting the top floated off and edging. That's what we're all doing right now. Getting everything flattened out here. Some of these are coming off a little tough. They got concrete in the threads, but we didn't wait long. But I think we'll get them right out though, for the most part. Okay guys, we have stripped basically what we can. We did these ends, took all the boards off the top where the anchor bolts are, and we're edging everything, but we don't dare pull all these yet. We're kind of gotta let it firm up. But we did do, like I said, we got a bunch of them that really weren't gonna hurt us, like this one, that one, and over by Dustin. We did a few, so we'll just wait maybe another half hour or so to work these ones off, and then our whole top will be nice. We got some charcoal going over here, guys. We're gonna cook some sausage on the barbecue. So that's coming along nice. Got the little Weber here. Gonna get this stuff ripping. And I'm gonna cook up some sausage for the boys and my buddy Ro. You gonna get some sausage too, buddy? Got 4 packs of it, so should be good. Hey Ro, you can smell it, can't you, buddy? Ro's all about it. My buddy Ro's all about the sausage. Let's get some sausage cooking, Dad. I got 4 packs of it over here. Bacon and cheddar. Oh, bacon and cheese. Oh, heck yeah, it's gonna be good. Dustin's fishing. Trying to catch some trout. Where do you get to go to work and go fishing, you know? Like that usually happens. Never. But look at this. I'll cover that up. Keep the heat in. Mike's down there playing in the water. Rowan got into something. He is all gross.
Sounds like he rolled on a dead
I think he
fish.
rolled on a dead fish or something. It is nasty. We petted him and oh, so gross. Yeah, we're just waiting on the concrete now, guys. Gonna eat some lunch here. It's not drying super fast. We just pulled one of these boards. We're gonna pull these ones on the ends. Anything we can get done now is gonna help. We're gonna pull these out and fill the holes. What?
Use this. It's a little skinnier. Won't make the hole way bigger.
We're gonna try to stuff that blob of concrete down in there. Here, hold that. That worked okay.
Wouldn't throw it out.
We got a whole bunch of it, man. Do you have anywhere to put it? Nice.
Yeah, I like that thermos for your soup.
Good stuff, huh? Yeah. Rowan likes it. Bro likes it. You want some more, don't you? Biscuit splitting wood with a block hammer and a maul. We're getting a fire going because it's cold. We should start the fire closer to the concrete to dry it. Yeah, come along, nice. Concrete's not drying too fast though today. What is it, like 40?
45.
It don't feel like 50. It's supposed to be 50 today, isn't it? 46, huh? But there's absolutely no sun today. It's just behind the clouds.
It really does. It's way better than I thought it was gonna.
Oh yeah.
I thought about doing that round, but I wasn't thinking about him anywhere in there.
Stay away from biscuit. We got work to do still. Don't need some missing fingers.
Oh, it's beautiful. That'll be ripping.
Oh, it's gonna rip now, yeah.
Throw them wet balls on
Yep. Once it gets going, we'll stick some
there.
wet stuff on
Little
there.
pieces too.
Yeah, put them right on there. Yeah, we're still waiting on the crete. It's still really soft. We pulled we pulled a decent amount of those boards out of there, but we don't want to go crazy with it. We took them off the corners, took them out of the corners. These ones, took them out of this corner all the way to here, and we took them all the way to there, and then we did those corners, but we left these long ones in all through here for now. Probably in a little bit we're gonna pop the rest of these top pieces off. I think that'll be our next move. Just kind of taking our time so that things don't move on us as we're working here. Looks like the bleed water finally went away. So yeah, I think my next move, I'll pop these off right now. Okay guys, it's 1:15. We poured this at 10 o'clock and we were able to get all the boards out of it, all the wooden stakes. We pulled them all. We pulled all our top cross pieces. So we're in pretty good shape. Biscuit's digging out the doorways. Just show them that notch you got. A little board with a notch cut out of it. That's all you need. We snap a dry line right across here, right where the door's gonna seal. Basically right even with that 8-inch right there. We snap a dry line and he's cutting that concrete out with that board. Just like that. That just gives a little bevel to the floor right where the door seals so that no water runs into it. So we're pretty happy the way this is going so far. We got our edges nice, and we got all them holes filled from pulling the boards. We got our top looking really nice. Still firming up. It's taking a while. There's no sun today. Not a lot of wind either, but that's all right. It's giving us plenty of time to do this, so we're not in a huge rushing around. We already ate our sausage for lunch. Mike went up to the store and got us some coffee. Yep, we got our fire going. Probably gonna burn these. Burn them up. I already got that screw out of there.
They just had the one.
Should be just the one. We're attempting this here on this corner, guys. Actually, this one's gonna come first. Oh, we got her. Oh yeah, nice.
Oh, that's
There's it.
really nice.
Just got a little. We're just gonna have to fill that dent, which we knew we'd have to anyway.
Yeah.
Do you want like stony stuff to pack in there?
Just give me some regular concrete.
Yep, okay. 2 o'clock, guys, and we are working away here. We are popping boards, rubbing the face, taking all these. We got all our outside angle pieces off. We're gonna be working the outside and the inside of this curb. So that's what we're doing. Give it a little tap like that. It loosens it up. These I did oil them, like I said, but it's definitely some handwork after you pop it. You got to do some scrubbing, filling, but the concrete's nice and creamy still. So we're taking all these off, pulling all the screws out of everything. That's what we're up to. Mike's on slider, so's Chris, working right from the inside. Dustin and Biscuit and myself are working from the outside. It's looking really good though. We got a little bit of sun. Not much, but a little bit poking through there.
Oh, your buddy in fucking St. Lucie? Yeah. Did he get hit with a tornado? Yeah. Because St. Lucie got fucked up by a tornado. It was 111 fucking tornado.
I better shut this off. We'll just popping fairly nice. Not getting a super ton of honeycomb. There she goes, Mike. There we go. Dude. Want some of this cream off the board?
No, I think
You got enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got all my tools.
That one stuck a little bit, guys, you can see. But that's what we're gonna do is fill it.
That's the hat I think it is? It's not a KBI hat. It's just a black hat.
That's what she looks like.
I had that one in my hand
That's how
though.
you broom it. Yeah. Open it out and brooming it. Going pretty slick. So far, pretty slick. 3 o'clock, guys. It's gonna be a late night here in Redfield. We haven't even broke this floor yet. By breaking it, I mean hitting it with the power trowel the first time. Boys are getting it right now. I'm just rubbing the top of this out a little bit better. Yeah, see, it just makes it look good on that. We're getting the machine right now with the excavator. Chris will go out there. The edges are all floated off, and we got the curb all brushed. I'm just hitting this top because it looks a little funky, so it looks a little better back there where I did it. Just making it look nicer. Floating it off, guys. Don't use your mag this early in the game. Leave yourself some fuzz, some cream. If you want to do more work to it, you gotta have some cream. You don't want to steal all your cream away and flick it off with a steel trowel. That's not what you want to do. About got ideal conditions for doing this today, I gotta admit to you. If it was really hot, this would not be so much fun. This was actually really smooth today. Taking this broom here, guys, and just cleaning up that edge like that, just making it look like that. This way, doing this simple little step. It just softens that up nice and cleans it up. Looks so much better. Chris broke the floor finally. It's like 3:30. Finally got the floor broke, so it's gonna be a while. Huh? No. Not really. What key do you have? There's two. You got the wrong key, I think. Yeah, it's not that. That's for the side door. It's the one that says spare on it or something. Yeah, that opens the side door, Jay. That one there. Boys and girls, she looks nice. Yeah. Okay, guys, it's 4 o'clock. I just broomed everything here on the curb, top, sides, and the angle right here. Everything made it look a lot nicer. We are now working on the bottom board. We're pulling all the stakes out. We're gonna strip that bottom form board while we wait on the floor to dry. I broomed these doorways because I like to broom them so that they're not getting freeze-thaw cycles and popping. If you don't broom them, if you slick them off with a steel trowel, you'll get pops in your doorways on the outside of your door seal when it freezes. So now we're gonna get these boards off. We're loading everything up into the trailers and getting it out of here. Looking good though. Definitely looking good. It's cold. It's a cold day today in Redfield. So we broomed it, like I said. Then we took dry line and we snapped the line across there, right at the edge of the threshold. And Mike's just troweling right to that line so that we got broom here and hard trowel there. That's the game plan. That way this outside is nicely broomed so we don't get it to freeze on us. That's how we do it. Chris is eating noodles. Got one hanging out your face. Oh, it's looking good, guys. Dustin Biscuit's cleaning the forms that we pulled off the lower. We're not worried about that lower because there's going to be a piece of foam there and the dirt's going to go right to the foam. So we don't have to worry about doing anything down there. But she is looking nice. We're just running out of time. Just because it's cold. It's not drying today. And once the dew sets in, it's not going to dry very good at all. We may be getting a hand trowel finish, guys, on the old Redfield barn. It's almost 5:30, guys. We just hit the edges again. It's looking pretty good, but she's definitely still a little bit creamy for this late in the day. But she's getting there. We got a nice fire going over there. Boys are sitting by the fire. I'm gonna wash my trowel and go sit over there. I might end up just laying this down by hand today. Give it a nice fuzzy hand troweled finish. But the curve is sexy. It looks nice. I really like it.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, Ro, are you comfortable, buddy? You work too hard today, huh? You got the rough life, little man. Sitting by the fire. He says, Dad, we're waiting on the concrete. Waiting for the concrete to dry. That water just puts you right to sleep, doesn't it, Ro? The tranquil water just running in the background.
I could easily pass out in a chair sitting right here.
Yeah, I've done it, trust me. It's so nice. 6 o'clock, guys. She is still really creamy on top. Once that sun goes down, it just does not dry. It's gonna be a little bit. Looking better though. Is going to be a nice foundation for my little garage, no doubt. Looking good. Probably going to be another hour and a half though before she's decent. Unless we just hand bomb it. Might be what happens. Okay. That took all of about 3 minutes. Trowel that off. She's not shining, Chris.
Definitely
Not even close.
The edges are starting to tighten up because they're so thick. But
Well, all generating all that heat.
Yeah, you can see the difference where I'm creeping into it and wants to almost slip off. But.
Yeah, the middle's definitely going slow. Looks nice though. Yep. Back to the fire. We got a rough day here. We're just sitting by the fire. Hit the floor, go back to the fire. Got a nice little fire going here. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice little fire. Enjoying the view here. Well, guys, it's 10 to 7. We got our lights hooked up. Our little Predator generator going.
You think we should
We can.
It depends on which way you want to go.
Yeah, you can go.
That way.
If you go that way, you're all right. If you go the other way,
Always start with the truck you started with.
concrete life right here, guys. Concrete life. This is what you do. Stay late, get her done. Boys are getting their sliders out. Let's see if we can lay this down by hand. Mike drop seated his sliders so they're all dirty. Now he's got to scrape them off. It's actually looking a lot better. We let it sit for 55 minutes since the last hit. Definitely looking a lot better than it did earlier. Curb's nice and dry. It's not even. The edges are drying faster because they're thicker and they generate more heat. So actually the edges are a little farther ahead than the middle, if that makes sense. Just because they're so thick. The concrete generates a lot of heat. Rowan! No! He wanted to get on there, boy. Stay off of the concrete, bud. We gotta blend these edges in. That's the next move. After Chris runs the machine down them, we're gonna blend them in by hand. Definitely starting to look better. This section he just hit along the edge there. Looking better. Still got that whippy look to it though. Well guys, that's a wrap. That's a hand finished floor. It looks swirly, but when she whitens up, it's definitely gonna be nice, and you're not gonna break your neck in there. This is gonna be, I'm gonna be putting snowmobiles in here in the winter, with a wood stove, and they're gonna be melting off, so I really don't want it super burned in anyways. I like that finish. That's my favorite finish for a garage floor anyways. That looks nice. Like I said, when that whitens up, it's gonna be dynamite. The curb looks amazing. Super, super happy with this today. It's a long day, but we had a good time, right, Ro? Hey, buddy, we had a good time, me and the boys and you. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Smash that like button if you like this kind of stuff. Hit the bell notification if you're a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, damn it, subscribe. We're pretty cool. We do some fun stuff. And I try to put out a lot of videos. Thanks again for watching. We are out of here. It's like beer 30. It's way past beer 30. I'll tell you, we already had a couple of beers. It's my job. I can do that. Next day, guys. I'm just putting sealer on this thing. I'm using a brush because this sealer is kind of been sitting around and it doesn't like to go through the sprayer very good. It's got a little bit of solid building up in it, so I'm just taking this brush and brushing it on. I'm cheap and I don't want to throw it out. We've tried to spray this a few times and it just won't spray. We filtered it and everything else, so I had 5 gallons of it. I'm just putting it on real generously on my slab here by hand. It's a pain in the neck. I already brushed the whole curb. That was a lot of fun. But you can see the curb's starting to dry. Alright guys, I've been up in Redfield this weekend. Me and my little buddy Rotor. And this is what we got done. We got the foam board put around the outside. Like bevel cut it, so that'll just be buried a little bit when I get more dirt. I made my relief cuts and got the sill plate on. That's how I did the sill plate, so that we don't have to deal with those bolts sticking up when we build the walls. That's that. Right, Ro? Had a pretty productive weekend, and we even got to go hunting. Right, Ro? Didn't see no deer, but I went hunting.